Hey everybody, this is Waytofail back with more Scrolls King of the Beta action, where today we're looking at Game 3 between Donkey and Lahopaa. And let's just go ahead and take a look at the decks, and let's see a theme in this tournament here. If you really need to win a game, players like turning to their mono energy range decks. So we're going to be looking at energy versus energy mirror matchup here today, and these decks substantially similar. They have very similar strategies here, but you can see Lahopaa running some cards that Donkey's not, such as Violent Dispersal for the hard removal, such as Scout Automaton to buff other automatons, such as Thunder Surge to try and clear the board and you saw Donkey last time getting his board a little bit crowded. Whereas Donkey's deck, faster, obviously he plays Fury, so he wants to get as many attacks in as possible. Copper Automaton's a little bit of a twist on the sort of what you expect to see from this deck, so I'm going to be really interested to see if Lahopaa's more traditional energy range deck works, or if Donkey's going to be able to get the upper hand earlier and hold on to it. But Game 3, very exciting. Winner goes on to take Nerf the Ninja in the next round. So let's see who's got it. And here we go with Game 3, Lahopaa on the left, Donkey on the right. I do want to apologize ahead of time due to a technical error. The previous replay that I received that showed both players' perspectives got corrupted and was unable to be recovered. So this match will be from Lahopaa's perspective. So let's take a look and see. And we are aware of Donkey's deck. We saw it last time, so you can see kind of the plays here. But Lahopaa's opening hand includes Gun Automaton, Piercing Projectile, Storm Runner, Scout Automaton. Lots of low plays. Lots of a really kind of a fast starting hand for his deck. So Dust Runner on the board right away. So anything that Donkey puts down that's low health could be in danger. But you know what? Gun Automaton, yeah, whatever. It's just going to stand there and say, I will take the bullet. So Donkey either has something in his hand that can protect it, or he just has a death wish for his little guy. I don't know. So there is another unit here. So Lahopaa getting out his own Gun Automaton to shield the Dust Runner, as you tend to want to. And there's an Automata Forge. So Donkey right away saying, haha, look, you cannot touch my Gun Automaton. So Lahopaa, he could potentially ramp up to burn in a few turns. But let's hear Piercing Projectile on the Dust Runner. And there's a shot, and that's a piercing shot. For those of you that don't know, it may do just a little bit of damage, but piercing rounds up. Doesn't matter, gets attack +1. And damn, Donkey, you just got served. Dust Runner with piercing is scary. Donkey giving compliments. Lahopaa saying that's my secret weapon. And Donkey's in trouble early. And I know I've said before, this energy deck doesn't necessarily care as much about early game, but in the mirror match it does matter. So, oh man, Lahopaa having multiple units to buff, and Donkey is in trouble early. That's Automata Forge down. You don't want to use a burn on the Dust Runner if you don't have to, but that Dust Runner is so dangerous with the piercing shot. So Lahopaa likes the position he's in, has some good automaton action right there. It's a shame we can't see what Donkey's hand is, but so far Donkey's been able to respond, but Lahopaa still ahead, only a card down and has 2 on the board, so not really down at all. So Donkey has a few plays, has a Storm Runner. It looks like he's just going to try and rebuild his board just a little bit. Both of them sitting on 4 resources right now. Lahopaa sacking up to 5, as there's an Automata Forge himself. Question is, will he try and protect his Scout Automaton? Not a terrible idea, because its buff is valuable. And it doesn't appear that Lahopaa didn't see Donkey play Thunder Surge this time, so he's not respecting the Thunder Surge. No reason to when Donkey's only sitting on 4 resources, and if you remember last game, Donkey was reticent to really go up much higher than 5 for a long time. So Ectomaton, or Echomaton, I don't know why I want to call Ecto like Ghostbusters or something. But there we go. Lahopaa with multiple cannonettes. I always have to do a quick double take to say this is a mirror match. Who's what, what's who. Great burn draw for just, that was Donkey's sort of answer to that whole line behind here. Is now Lahopaa once again disrespecting any kind of Thunder Surge play. And what's Donkey to do? He does not have control of the middle, so he's ceding it to Lahopaa. Donkey putting units on the top and the bottom, does 1 idle damage. Whoopity-doo at this point. Lahopaa definitely in a much stronger position here. So Gravelock Elder as well, using the Scout Automaton as the chump blocker, but it is a Scout. Is he going to do anything else, or he's just going to tickle the Canonetta just a little bit? That 1 bit of damage can be important if he gets the Thunder Surge. Otherwise, he could use Piercing Projectile as well on anything. Piercing Projectile and Gravelock Elder. Nothing to be ashamed of with that. So here's the Copper Automaton. Like I said, that's Donkey's kind of twist on this deck a little bit, but he doesn't really have anything to speed it up, and this would be a terrible Fury. Just because that means everybody would attack next turn. So does he have a Bombard? He can't play Bombard even if he has it because he's down to 1 resource. So Lahopaa, in better position right now, does have a Spark. Thunder Surge, great play there. So does he spark the Ectomaton next turn, or does he spark the Canonetta? One way or another, he is putting the Scout Automaton and saying essentially, yeah, you can do 2 damage to it, whatever. But Donkey elects to do 3 with the burn. So, once again, what can he do in this situation? We don't know because we can't necessarily see his cards. But right now, if we look at kind of the board state right here, both players at 4 cards, Lahopaa on 1 more resource. Donkey having some more creatures out, but I'd say Lahopaa's board is possibly higher quality with the Gravelock Elder. Plus, Lahopaa has the Violent Dispersal in his hand if he decides that he needs to destroy something. But right now, there's not enough big targets to make a difference here. So this could be not quite a clean sweep, but about as close as you're going to see in this matchup. So Lahopaa dominating position now, and that's where Donkey's take was pretty perilous here. For a game 3, this is quickly spiraling out of control for Donkey just from those opening turns, not being able to recover, and sometimes in the mirror, just getting that early advantage is enough because you're not scrambling for cards. Lahopaa even being able to dump out another Automaton if he wants to. No, he doesn't have the Scout anymore, and he doesn't have Bombard in his hand either, so maybe this is a race to see who will draw Bombard first. But Donkey, there's Fury. Is this the time where he answers here? He still has 4 resources left, and he is going to take out a Gravelock Elder, but oh, that Automaton's still there. There's so much on the board, and it's all going to be able to attack. I don't want to call it a Desperation Fury, but it's a Desperation Fury if I've ever seen one. So right away, Lahopaa, knowing he has the advantage, working to press the advantage, even though he hasn't gotten a Bombard yet, just doing what he can to take this on. So here we're going to have another unit spat out, possibly. It already happened. There we go. Now I'm catching up with the program. So burn again. Everybody gets burns because it's energy. But do we have much else? There's not going to be another attack because it doesn't have 4 attack. So Lahopaa, is this the part where he takes it? He has Machinated. He has 2 Machinateds in his hand. And a Spark and a Violent Dispersal. What can he do at this point? Can he possibly take out some models right here? Donkey, on the other hand, is going to have to respond to this hand because we know what Lahopaa has. And there is... Okay, so Donkey working really hard to protect this lane, and there is the Bombard. A few turns too late. We've seen so many energy players get early Bombards and being able to run, but Lahopaa machinated on the top row. ×2. This was a best of 3, but it just comes down to a very short energy versus energy game, as Lahopaa takes the victory on kind of a surprise. Guess what? I got 2 Machinateds and a 12 attack Gun Automaton. Didn't see that coming. So there we go. Without even getting a significant Bombard play that I recall, unless I'm just delusional here, Lahopaa carries the day and is victorious over Donkey, and he will get to play in the next round against Nerp. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Continue to watch the tournament on Scrolls Tournaments here on YouTube, and otherwise, this is Waytofail. You're welcome to check out my channel if you like. It's in the comments and all that. But thanks for sticking around with the tournament and supporting Scrolls. Beta is almost over. Let's see if we can crown somebody because, we got one laying around somewhere. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.